Quantified Self-Show and Tell many months ago, and he just really understood what it would mean to get heart rate from the wrist. You think that that's available, and you buy your thing on Amazon to get your wireless heart rate monitor, and you open up and there's like a strap inside, and you're like, oh, there's a strap in here. That's terrible. So anyway, we followed them for a long time, and I want to give them a few minutes to explain what they're doing.
Thank you, Jeremy. My name is Nadeem Kassam, and I am the founder of Basis. I founded Basis because I saw a hole in the emerging industry that we're all part of. 8 years ago, I left the entertainment industry, and I decided to refocus my passion, my entrepreneurial passion, on the healthcare industry. At the time, I was fortunate enough to come across the first annual Healthcare Unbound conference. Healthcare Unbound was a term coined by Forrester Research. I believe it was the first term used to describe this industry. Healthcare Unbound, technology in, on, or around your body that frees care from formal institutions. Interesting. So I found my way to the conference, I got in, I started looking around, and it was very interesting. There was some big companies there, IBMs and Honeywells, government institutions, healthcare institutions, walking around in their gray corporate suits, talking about connected sensors and behavioral change. Now, although it was very interesting, it was really dry and boring. And I saw opportunity. At that point, I envisioned a small, unobtrusive consumer device that was beautiful, that had multiple sensors, that wirelessly synced. Like this. And like that. And then, once you get that data, that's half the equation, and once you get that data, how do you make it fun? So I'll briefly go through, because I know Gary's going to cut me off pretty quick here.
Yep.
We've got sensors. Firstly, and most importantly, we've got our optical blood flow sensor. That's the sensor that picks up blood speed from the wrist and reports it as heart rate. We've got our motion and activity sensor. We've got temperature, both ambient and skin. And we have our GSR sensor, all in this small, unobtrusive format. How does it work? Using near-infrared technology, we are picking up that blood speed directly from the wrist. Took some time with intensive and expensive R&D, and we have mitigated all the noise out of this. And based on what I showed you with all those sensors, when those sensors cooperate, they really give you some interesting data. I'm going to pass it off to Jeff to tell you a little bit more about the device.
Thanks, Nadeem. Yeah, thanks for that too. So Nadeem's described all the hard work that's gone into the device itself, all the great sensors that it has, the data that can come off of it. And I think for a lot of us in the room, that might seem like enough. One of the things that I appreciated about Gary's talk this morning was how sort of self-aware it was about us as a community, right? We joked about the fact that we just want the raw data, and we joked about the fact that we're very tolerant, right? We'll live with the shoe phones because we're experimental. But there is a great sea of humanity outside of the Computer History Museum, and if we're going to change their lives, then we need to figure out how to translate this self-curious, data-oriented spirit that's embodied in this room into an experience that is simple and useful and valuable for our sisters and our mothers and our friends. And that's what I'm going to briefly talk to you about now. So in case it's not obvious, the user experience is you wear the device, you can wear it all the time, it's simple, it's small. You can wear it throughout the whole day, it collects data continuously, we sync it with the cloud, and then we can render that data into, as we just heard a minute ago, data is not useful, information is useful. So we can render it into information that's bite-sized that the consumer can understand. And then we allow them to share it if they want. You can share it broadly, you can share it socially, or you can share it with a single person. You don't have to share it at all. So that's the experience. So what does that do for you as a user? Gives you continuous real-time data, right? It's passive, so it's collecting it automatically. You don't need to enter data yourself, and it's your whole day. We can use that to derive interesting information. We can tell you things like calories burned and activity and sleep stats. The information's got to be deep enough to actually be insightful, to be useful. But again, if we're going to change those millions of lives outside of this room, it's got to be simple, it's got to be engaging, it's got to be fun and rewarding enough, as we were talking about in the gaming breakout session, that keeps the user coming back. And that data has got to be extensible. One company can only do so much, and that's where you guys come in. You guys can help us. This is the reason that we're involved in the Quantified Self movement. You guys have more ideas than we know what to do with. We've had all kinds of great conversations since we've been here already. Keep it coming. There's all kinds of things that this can be used for beyond what we're planning to do initially. So we've created a way for us to interact together. We've created a special landing page for this community to interact with us. Tell us your stories, tell us your ideas. We've given you a way to sign up for the beta. As much as we appreciate the shout-outs from this morning to try to score a unit, the best chance of getting a unit is to actually sign up for the beta. By the way, thanks for reminding me that I'm old enough to actually remember the original Star Wars and know what a Star Trek, I know what a tricorder is. And then lastly, join us. We're looking for people like you who want to help millions of people live better lives.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you.